Corsica, a rugged island in the Mediterranean, witnessed the birth of a legend. This island, known for its mountainous terrain and picturesque coastline, was a place of both beauty and conflict. It was here, amidst the natural splendor and political unrest, that one of history's most formidable figures began his journey. Napoleon Bonaparte, born in 1769, entered a world of turmoil. The late 18th century was a time of great upheaval in Europe, with revolutions and wars reshaping the continent. Napoleon's birth coincided with these turbulent times, setting the stage for his future role in history. Corsica had recently been acquired by France. This acquisition was not without resistance, as the Corsican people had a strong sense of identity and a desire for independence. The island's annexation by France was a contentious issue, and young Napoleon grew up in the shadow of this conflict. Young Napoleon's childhood was marked by this struggle for Corsican independence. The island's fight against French rule was a significant part of his early life, influencing his views on power, authority, and resistance. These formative experiences would later shape his approach to leadership and governance. He was a bright and ambitious child. From a young age, Napoleon displayed a keen intellect and a strong will. His determination to succeed was evident in his early years as he sought to rise above the challenges of his environment. He excelled in mathematics and military history. These subjects captivated his interest and provided an outlet for his analytical mind. Napoleon's proficiency in these areas would later prove crucial in his military career, allowing him to devise innovative strategies and tactics. His father, a lawyer, secured him a scholarship to a prestigious military academy in France. This opportunity was a turning point in Napoleon's life, offering him a chance to escape the limitations of his Corsican upbringing and pursue his ambitions on a larger stage. At the tender age of 9, Napoleon left the sun-drenched shores of Corsica. This departure marked the beginning of a new chapter in his life, filled with both excitement and uncertainty. Leaving behind his family and familiar surroundings, he embarked on a journey that would take him far from home. He embarked on a journey to mainland France. The voyage was a significant transition for the young boy, as he moved from the relatively isolated island of Corsica to the bustling and sophisticated world of France. This journey was not just a physical one, but also a symbolic step towards his future destiny. He was a small-town boy thrust into a world of privilege and competition. The military academy was a place where the sons of the elite were groomed for leadership. For Napoleon, it was a challenging environment, but also one that offered immense opportunities for growth and learning. This experience instilled in him a sense of ambition and a desire to prove himself. Surrounded by peers from influential families, Napoleon was determined to stand out through his hard work and talent. His time at the academy was marked by intense study and a relentless drive to excel. He faced ridicule for his Corsican accent and modest upbringing. Despite his academic prowess, Napoleon was often mocked by his classmates for his provincial background and distinct accent. These experiences of social exclusion only fueled his resolve to succeed and gain respect. However, Napoleon's intelligence and determination shone through. His exceptional abilities and unwavering focus allowed him to overcome the prejudices and challenges he faced. By the time he graduated, he had established himself as a promising young officer, ready to make his mark on the world. The French Revolution was a chaotic and bloody affair. It was a power vacuum. Napoleon, with his sharp mind and military skills, saw an opportunity. He climbed the ranks, not through noble birth, but through sheer talent. His first major victory came at the Siege of Toulon in 1793. Napoleon, still a young officer, devised a brilliant plan. He captured the strategically important port city from British-supported royalist forces. This victory catapulted him to national prominence. The Reign of Terror followed, a period of extreme violence and paranoia. Napoleon, though he opposed the excesses of the revolution, managed to navigate these treacherous waters. Napoleon's ambition knew no bounds. With Europe at his feet, he turned his gaze eastward. He envisioned a grand campaign in Egypt. It was a land of ancient wonders and strategic importance. Napoleon believed that by conquering Egypt, he could strike a blow against British trade routes to India. He could also establish French dominance in the Mediterranean. In 1798, Napoleon led a massive French expeditionary force to Egypt. It was a daring gamble. He aimed to conquer a land steeped in history and mystery. The campaign began with a swift victory at the Battle of the Pyramids. Napoleon's forces then captured Cairo, the capital of Egypt. Section 4. Master Strategist. Napoleon's military genius. Napoleon's military genius was undeniable. He revolutionized warfare, bringing a new level of strategic thinking and tactical innovation to the battlefield. His ability to foresee the movements of his enemies and counteract them with precision was unparalleled. He was a master of strategy, tactics, and logistics. His campaigns were meticulously planned, with every detail considered. From the placement of his troops to the timing of his attacks, nothing was left to chance. His logistical prowess ensured that his armies were always well supplied and ready for battle. Napoleon studied the great military leaders of the past, like Alexander the Great and Julius Caesar. He delved into their strategies, understanding what made them successful and where they faltered. This deep knowledge of history allowed him to innovate and improve upon their tactics. He learned from their successes and their failures. By analyzing their battles, he was able to avoid their mistakes and build upon their triumphs. This historical insight gave him a unique edge in his own military endeavors. Napoleon's greatest strength was his ability to adapt to changing circumstances. In the heat of battle, he could quickly assess the situation and make decisive moves that often caught his enemies off guard. His flexibility and quick thinking were key to his many victories. He was a master of speed and maneuver. His ability to move his troops rapidly and efficiently allowed him to outpace his enemies and strike where they least expected. This element of surprise was a crucial component of his military strategy. He could outflank his enemies and strike at their weak points. By identifying and exploiting vulnerabilities in his opponent's defenses, he was able to achieve decisive victories. His tactical brilliance in this regard set him apart from other military leaders of his time. One of his key innovations was the use of corps. These were large, self-sufficient military units that could operate independently or in coordination with other corps. This organizational structure allowed for greater flexibility and responsiveness on the battlefield. These were self-sufficient military units that could operate independently. Each corps had its own infantry, cavalry, and artillery, making it capable of conducting operations without needing immediate support from other units. This autonomy was revolutionary and gave Napoleon a significant strategic advantage. This allowed him to move his armies with unprecedented speed and flexibility. The ability to rapidly redeploy his forces meant that he could respond to threats and opportunities more quickly than his adversaries. This agility was a hallmark of his military campaigns. He also understood the importance of morale. Napoleon knew that a motivated and confident army was far more effective than one that was demoralized. He took great care to ensure that his soldiers were well-fed, well-equipped, and inspired to fight for their cause. He inspired his troops with rousing speeches and promises of glory. His charismatic leadership and ability to connect with his soldiers on a personal level fostered a deep sense of loyalty and dedication. This emotional bond between Napoleon and his men was a key factor in his military success. Napoleon's ability to inspire and lead his troops was as important as his tactical and strategic skills. His soldiers believed in him and were willing to follow him into the most challenging battles. This unwavering support was a testament to his leadership and the respect he commanded. Through his innovative strategies, rapid maneuvers, and inspirational leadership, Napoleon carved out an empire that stretched across Europe. His military genius left an indelible mark on history, influencing the art of warfare for generations to come. Section 5. Emperor of the French Crown and Code. This chapter delves into the rise of one of history's most iconic figures, Napoleon Bonaparte, and how he transformed France through his leadership and vision. Napoleon returned to France from Egypt in 1799. His return was not just a homecoming, it was the beginning of a new era for France. The nation was in desperate need of a strong leader who could navigate the turbulent waters of political instability and social unrest. He found a nation in turmoil. The streets of France were filled with chaos, and the people were disillusioned with the current state of affairs. The French Revolution had left the country in a state of disarray, and the promise of liberty, equality, and fraternity seemed like a distant dream. The Directory, the government in power, was weak and unpopular. It was a government that struggled to maintain control and failed to address the pressing issues of the time. Corruption and inefficiency plagued the administration, and the people had lost faith in their leaders. People yearned for stability and strong leadership. They were tired of the endless political infighting and the lack of decisive action. The French citizens were desperate for a change, for someone who could restore order and bring hope to a nation on the brink of collapse. Napoleon, with his aura of victory and his promises of order, was seen as a savior. He seized the opportunity. His military successes had already made him a hero in the eyes of many, and his charismatic leadership inspired confidence and loyalty among the masses. In a bloodless coup d'état, Napoleon overthrew the Directory. This marked the end of the ineffective government and the beginning of a new chapter in French history. The coup was swift and efficient, a testament to Napoleon's strategic brilliance and his ability to command respect and authority. He established himself as first consul of France. This position granted him significant power, and he wasted no time in consolidating his authority. As first consul, Napoleon had the ability to enact reforms and implement policies that would shape the future of France. It was a thinly veiled dictatorship. Napoleon consolidated his power. While he maintained the appearance of a republic, in reality, he held absolute control. His leadership style was authoritarian, but it was also effective in bringing about the stability that France so desperately needed. He appointed loyal followers to key positions. By surrounding himself with trusted allies, Napoleon ensured that his vision for France could be realized without opposition. These appointments were strategic, placing competent and loyal individuals in roles where they could support his agenda. He also silenced his critics. Napoleon understood the power of public opinion and took measures to control the narrative. Censorship and propaganda were tools he used to maintain his image and suppress dissent, ensuring that his rule remained unchallenged. Napoleon was determined to bring order to France. His military background played a crucial role in his approach to governance. He reorganized the army, strengthened the nation's defenses, and implemented reforms that would stabilize the economy and society. He saw himself as the heir to the Roman emperors. Napoleon was deeply influenced by the legacy of ancient Rome. He admired the Roman Empire's ability to maintain order and expand its influence, and he sought to emulate this in his own rule. He wanted to create a lasting legacy. Napoleon's ambition was not just to rule France, but to leave an indelible mark on history. His reforms in law, education, and administration had a profound impact, many of which are still felt today. His vision extended beyond his own lifetime, aiming to shape the future of France and the world. Section 6. Europe at his feet, a continent conquered. Napoleon's ambitions extended far beyond the borders of France. He envisioned himself as the master of Europe. He embarked on a series of wars that engulfed the continent. His armies clashed with the Austrians, Prussians, Russians, and British. Napoleon's military genius was on full display during this period. He won a string of stunning victories. The Battle of Austerlitz in 1805 is often cited as his greatest triumph. Napoleon's forces outmaneuvered and crushed a larger Austro-Russian army. This victory cemented his reputation as the most formidable general of his age. Napoleon's victories led to the creation of a vast French empire. He installed his relatives and allies as rulers of conquered territories. BTS, 7 letters, 7 members, they've taken the world by storm, but how? What's their story? Get ready to dive into the incredible journey of BTS from unknown artists to global superstars. This is more than just music. This is about breaking records. This is about inspiring millions. This is about changing the world. BTS shows us anything is possible. Hard work, dedication, belief in yourself. These are the messages at the heart of BTS's music. Get ready to be inspired. This is the rise of BTS. Our story begins in Seoul, South Korea. 7 young men shared a dream to make music. They weren't from rich families. They didn't have powerful connections. They only had their talent and a whole lot of passion. The members are RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin V, and Jungkook. Each brought their own unique style to the group. RM, the leader, was known for his rapping skills. Jin had a voice like honey. Suga was a talented songwriter. They trained for years. Singing, dancing, perfecting their craft. They faced rejection, they doubted themselves, but they never gave up. They knew they had something special. In 2013, BTS finally debuted. Their first single, No More Dream. It was a call to young people. A message to follow your dreams. Don't be trapped by expectations. Their early music was different. It was hip-hop with an edge, full of energy and attitude. They talked about real issues facing young people. School, society, pressure to succeed. Their debut album, Too Cool for School, made some noise. But their second album, Oh Rule 8-2, really got people talking. This was BTS finding their sound. The music videos were powerful, the dancing was sharp. BTS was starting to get noticed. BTS kept pushing boundaries. Their music evolved. Dark and Wild explored darker themes: love, loss, and heartbreak. Then came the Most Beautiful Moment in Life series. This was a turning point. The music was brighter, more melodic. The lyrics were relatable. They talked about youth, friendship, and finding your place in the world. Songs like I Need You and Dope became anthems. Fans connected with the raw emotion. BTS wasn't just singing, they were telling stories. Their popularity exploded. Award shows took notice. BTS won their first music show award with I Need You. It was a huge moment. Their hard work was paying off. Wings and You Never Walk Alone, soaring to new heights. These albums marked a pivotal moment in BTS's career, showcasing their growth as artists and their ability to connect with a global audience. BTS reached new heights with their second studio album, Wings. This album was a testament to their hard work, creativity, and the deep bond they share with their fans, known as ARMY. This album broke records and topped charts worldwide. It was a commercial success, but more importantly, it was a cultural phenomenon that resonated with millions. It was clear BTS was a global phenomenon. Their music transcended language barriers, and their message of self-love and perseverance struck a chord with fans from all walks of life. Wings dove deeper into complex emotions. The album's tracks explored the struggles and triumphs of youth, touching on themes that are universally relatable. The album explored themes of temptation, growth, and self-discovery. Each song was a journey, inviting listeners to reflect on their own experiences and emotions. Each member had a solo track, showcasing their individual artistry. These tracks allowed each member to express their unique perspectives and talents, adding depth to the album. Blood, Sweat and Tears, the lead single, was a masterpiece. Its intricate choreography, haunting melody, and profound lyrics captivated audiences worldwide. The music video was a feast for the eyes, full of symbolism and artistry. Each frame was meticulously crafted, creating a visual experience that complemented the song's themes. It became their first music video to surpass 100 million views. This milestone was a testament to their growing influence and the dedication of their fans. The repackaged album, You Never Walk Alone, carried a message of hope and solidarity. It was a continuation of the themes explored in Wings, offering comfort and encouragement to listeners. It resonated deeply with fans, further solidifying BTS's ability to connect on an emotional level. The album's heartfelt messages and the group's genuine interactions with their fans created a powerful bond that continues to grow stronger. Love Yourself era global domination. This era marked a significant turning point in BTS's career, propelling them to unprecedented heights on the global stage. In 2017, BTS embarked on the Love Yourself era, a journey that would take them around the world and into the hearts of millions. They tackled the important topic of self-love through their music, using their platform to spread a message of positivity and self-acceptance. It was a message that resonated across the globe, inspiring fans from all walks of life to embrace their true selves and love who they are. This era saw the release of the albums Love Yourself Her, Love Yourself Tear, and Love Yourself Answer. Each album was a masterpiece in its own right, contributing to the overarching narrative of self-discovery and love. Each album explored different aspects of love, finding it, losing it, and accepting oneself. The songs were deeply personal and relatable, touching on universal themes that everyone could connect with. The Love Yourself era broke records, setting new benchmarks in the music industry and solidifying BTS's status as global icons. They became the first K-pop group to top the Billboard 200 chart, a historic achievement that showcased their immense popularity and influence. They collaborated with international artists like Halsey, Nicki Minaj, and Steve Aoki, further expanding their reach and blending different musical styles to create something truly unique. BTS was no longer just a K-pop group, they were global superstars, gracing the covers of international magazines, performing at major events, and becoming household names around the world. Their influence extended beyond music, impacting fashion, culture, and even social issues. Map of the Soul, breaking records and barriers. The Map of the Soul era continued BTS's message of self-discovery, but this time, they went deeper. They explored the complexities of the human psyche. Map of the Soul Persona was a critical and commercial success. It broke records in South Korea and around the world. Then came Map of the Soul 7. This album was a celebration of their journey. 7 years, 7 members reflecting on their growth and challenges. The lead single, On, was an anthem of resilience. They faced their fears head-on. The message was clear. BTS was unstoppable. The power of ARMY, a force for good. Behind every great group is a great fandom. BTS has ARMY, and ARMY is a force to be reckoned with. Their passion and dedication are unparalleled. ARMY stands for Adorable Representative MC for Youth. But it's more than just a name, it's a global community, a family that transcends borders and languages. Fans from all over the world connected by their love for BTS. They share a bond that goes beyond music. ARMY is known for their dedication. They stream music videos tirelessly, ensuring BTS's success on the charts. They vote in awards shows, rallying together to secure wins for their idols. They translate BTS content into dozens of languages, making it accessible to fans worldwide. But ARMY is also a force for good. They organize charity projects, inspired by BTS's own philanthropic efforts. They raise awareness for important causes, using their platform to make a difference. They embody the message of love and positivity that BTS promotes. Through their actions, they spread kindness and hope. ARMY's creativity knows no bounds. They create fan art, write letters, and produce content that celebrates BTS. They organize events and celebrations, bringing fans together to share their love for BTS. ARMY is a support system. They lift each other up, sharing joy and comfort in times of need. They introduce new people to BTS's music, spreading the group's message far and wide. ARMY reflects on BTS's impact, discussing the deeper meanings behind their lyrics and the positive influence they have on their lives. They celebrate every milestone, every achievement, with unwavering enthusiasm and pride. Together they create a sea of light and sound, a testament to the unbreakable bond between BTS and ARMY. In the end, ARMY is more than just a fandom. They are a force for good, united by love and driven by a shared purpose. They are a testament to the power of music and the incredible impact it can have on the world. Beyond music champions for change, BTS's impact goes beyond music. They use their platform to speak out about important issues: mental health, self-love, social justice. In 2018, BTS partnered with UNICEF for the Love Myself campaign. It was a global initiative to end violence and promote self-esteem among young people. They've spoken at the United Nations, urging young people to believe in themselves. They've donated millions of dollars to various charities. BTS proves that you can be successful and use your voice for good. They inspire millions to make a difference in the world. A legacy of inspiration. BTS's journey is an inspiration to us all. They started with nothing but a dream. Through hard work, dedication, and belief in themselves, they achieved global stardom. Their music transcends language barriers. Their message of love and hope resonates with millions. They've broken records and shattered stereotypes. BTS has shown the world the power of music to unite and inspire. They've given a voice to a generation, and their legacy is just beginning. What's next for BTS? As BTS enters a new chapter, the possibilities are endless. With their continued passion, creativity, and dedication to their message, they are sure to achieve even greater heights. What's next for this incredible group? More music, more world tours, more groundbreaking achievements? One thing is for sure, BTS will continue to surprise and inspire us. The future is bright for BTS, and the world is watching.